Okay, so what should we start on? I've been 3D printing here lately, and I printed these PintX Fenders. I mean, they came out okay-ish. They were a little bigger than I'd liked as far as tallness, but I was going to keep them. I printed them in PETG, which I thought was good, but I think I got a bad batch because, you know, it's going to lie to me now. I just barely touched this and it just cracks right up. This right here is super brittle. I mean, I don't use this infill anymore. I switched to gyroid, which I think is supposed to be better, but I really think I just got some bad because the kid was riding the Pint here and he just barely touched the fender and it snapped off. And it's like, I broke the fender. It's like, yeah, you can't break that, but it is. It's super easy. It didn't adhere right. I don't know what's wrong with it, but the whole thing is just super fragile. So, since this is the easy fix, I've already replaced this side over here. Yeah. Sorry. I've already replaced this side over here. It's just, you did go with a different file, or print file this time. Because, I like this profile better. Now this print profile I picked this time did not include the fender delete. And this fender here, I like having this front fender delete with the this up here. So I left that there. We can try this back one and see if we can do without it. Because the back one doesn't really do much except raise it up. So, oh, but with these WTF rails though, you still need some sort of delete, it looks like. So let's try that. The holes line up. Now the question is, are these long enough? Because this is so long. Stop. I want to control the tightness. I'm just turning it by hand. I don't want to punch that battery box. Oh man, this one was close. This one is rubbing. Shoot. That's going to be annoying as hell. I would have to back these off. Not all the way off. I said back them off. Jeez. Honestly, I don't even know why I'm putting this on so good because I'm getting ready to take it apart for what's in the box, but I really wanted to try it. So I need like a little wedge or something right here pushing this up. Oh yeah, that's perfect. This little wedgie. which I'm not even going to use because they didn't print right. They're supposed to be real badges or guards, but yeah, I guess they would do their thing. Double side them right there. I just figured they were supposed to be a little bit bigger, but maybe they did print to scale. But some of them failed when they were printing. They let loose. So I know these aren't to scale. So let's stick these in here and use them as wedges. Let's see if that'll help with the rubbing. Like it. Okay, so I printed these in ABS this time. Kind of afraid of the screw hole there not being thick enough, but I'm learning how to modify the STLs to make them work for me too, so I'm just using the free ones right now. And I'm finding on Maker's World or Things or wherever else you can find STL files. While we're on the pint thing here, in the 3D printing, I printed my pint stand, which you cannot use with the flared bumpers because it don't sit right. This should be laying flat more towards this way, so if you flip it over, it works with the stock bumper, or no, stock foot pad rather. Still don't like the way it sits. But I was actually surprised it can even hold the board up though, so I was thinking it needed to be a bit bigger. This is my GT one. But I've used it for a while now, and it's holding up great. I just have to have the heavy side up now, because the battery is the side with the flare foot pad here. I saw the OneWheel, the skateboard, the snowboard, and the surfboard out there too, and I put that on there. Pretty cool. And then I printed a bunch of parts for my GT that I'm going to go over here shortly. But I still don't have the right size screws for this one right here. My PETG, or my TPU is 95A, and it's just not soft when I printed this extender here. I think I added 3 walls to it because I felt like this one was too thin, and that's probably what made it too strong, but I can't bend it back now, so I need a longer screw before I can put on my flight fins. I don't think I'm going to like them anyway. That's one of the main reasons I went ahead and just decided to try to 3D print them. They take freaking forever to print, but it's a whole lot cheaper than buying them from Flight Fins. But if I do like them and they keep breaking, I'll probably buy them from him or whoever makes them. I don't know who actually the guy is, but I think there's a website that sells them. I think Control Freaks, the ones that go on the outside of the board. I always liked riding a longboard when I was skateboarding, and I like having my feet on the front and the back. So having them right there, just, it seems weird to me. But I wanted to try them. And I had some filament, so. And then while I had the TPU out, I printed a gasket to try. Because when I was in here earlier waterproofing it, the gasket did get torn up. And until just recently, Future Motion didn't even sell them on their website, so I just added some silicone in there instead for now. I can't remember if I showed you, but this is what I'm printing now. I'm into hydroponics, so I'm going to try growing some strawberries in here. I got strawberries already in other forms, but they take up so much room, and this is going to be a tower, so I'm printing a bunch of towers to grow my strawberries in. But this right here took 9 hours, I think, 9 or 10 hours just to print this in this one little cup. So it's a long time. All this crap on the table here. I printed way too many deletes because I didn't like the right ones. I ended up with these for the GT, but while we're talking 3D prints, so we can move on to the next thing here. So I printed a bunch of other 3D stuff, OneWheel related. So I printed this charger port for the pint here, and it fits, but like really good. And there's no play. Wait, no, this is for the GT. Sorry, it's 3 ports. 2 is for the pint, 3 is for the GT. I'm afraid of pushing it in there, especially after people's been reporting that they're breaking their charging adapters, that they're coming off from the inside. For poor Future Motion design, I printed a couple different gripple designs. This one's more like the Float Life sells. And even though it's 95A, it's printed thin enough that it still bends real nice. This one was so thin. I think it would still get the job done. Definitely would. I might have to put these on the pint whenever get her cleaned up, and what I got going here next. So let's get this all cleaned off. And let's open what I got in the mail today. I'm super excited. I was